Hello everyone, I'm super excited for this new reading bullet journal video where I'm doing my setup for the year 2025. For the themes, I picked light academia and also with a sprinkle of pink. So you can see that I'm doing my front page here. I just thought it was a bit too white. So I added some stickers from Oregano Sully, and also I'm using a washi tape set from Notebook Therapy, which I love. I think it's called Light Academia, and they also have a dark one, but I liked this one more a little bit. And here I'm adding some more stickers again from Oregano Sully. I just love her art, so you'll see a lot of stickers from her. And I'll add some more at the top. Those are from Notebook Therapy from the same washi tape set. I just think they really fit the whole theme on the front page. Now moving on to the cover page spread. So I actually did it a week before when I wasn't busy, and I went with neutral pinkish purplish tones. I just love the way it turned out, and especially the door stickers, so it feels like I'm stepping into my reading journal. And now I'm going to work on my index page. This is actually my second time ever doing a bullet journal, so the first one I did was also a reading journal, and it was for last year. And something I learned from it is to sketch before doing any decorations, because oftentimes I went into doing a spread and I didn't really have any ideas of how I wanted it to look like. I didn't know exactly which spreads I wanted to do. So at the end, it's not that I regret some spreads, but I was like, oh, maybe I could have done it differently or better, or maybe I could have added this spread and not this one. So it's my biggest advice if you're doing a bullet journal is to sketch and have an idea and a vision of how you want your pages to look like, how you want your setup to look like. Now I'm adding some neutral grayish highlighter on the content and page number part. I just thought that I needed to add a little something to the page, and so far it looks like it's an open book. So I'm really happy with how my index page is turning out. Moving on to the reading goals and anticipated releases spread. I didn't really have a vision for the spreads because I feel like there wasn't enough space to do something creative. So I just put some sketches on this side, so you can see why I'm putting this kind of grayish neutral paper, still staying in this light academia theme. At the bottom of the page, I decided to add this washi tape from the set Sakura Breeze. Yes, that's the name, from Notebook Therapy. I wanted to add a little bit of color, and this washi tape is perfect because it's still neutral and has this pops of pink colors. And here I'm adding some of stickers. I really love this dragon sheet set. I decided to pick the green one again to just add a little bit of colors. And now I'm going to fill in all of these sketches I have on my page. In terms of reading goals, I don't have anything really crazy. My ultimate goal is to read at least 35 books, even though this year, 2024, I did read 43 books. But my goal is not to top that because I don't want to feel pressure when I read my books, which is why usually when I pick a goal, it's the minimum that I want to read. Last year it was 20 and this year it's 35. Then another goal is to read a book over 600 pages. Last year it was 500. I did read a couple of books like that and now so I upgraded. And then another goal is to read at least 6 books from a book club because I want to be more involved in the bookish community. And then another goal is to read at least 15 pages a day. The reason why I put this goal is to avoid falling into a reading slump, but also to kind of like reduce the time I'm spending on social media aimlessly. So that's it in terms of my goals. For anticipated release, I'm not writing anything right now. I think the only release I'm waiting for is Onyx Storm, but I'll update that later on my page. As you can see, I'm now working on my series, TBR Spread. It's honestly one of the most useful spreads you could do in your bullet journal, so I highly recommend doing it because it really helps keeping track of the series you've started, but also of your progress in the series. And especially if you're someone like me who starts a series but doesn't always finish it immediately, it's super helpful to not forget what you want to keep reading and what you don't. So for example, with the Winter Trilogy, I did read the first book during summer 2024. I really liked it. I knew that I wanted to keep reading this series, but I just had more exciting books on my TBR, so I put it aside, but I've noticed that I kept forgetting that I even started this series, so that's why I put it this time on my spread to not forget it. In terms of the decorations for the spread, as you could see in the beginning, I did have some sketches for the spread, so I did have a vision, but once I was in front of it, I was blanking so hard. I didn't know what to do. I just knew that I wanted to be a bit more pink, but other than that, I didn't have any other thoughts. So that's also okay when you're doing a bullet journal, that you have some spreads that don't come naturally to you, or where you feel a bit confused of how to decorate it, or you don't like them as much as another spread. That's totally normal. Just like keep going with the flow and like trust your gut, because at the end it will still turn out really pretty. And don't be so judgmental, don't compare yourself to others, just like enjoy the process of creating your own bullet journal. And so as you can see at the bottom, I did a washi tape. It's from Oregano Sully, so are the stickers, but the ones I'm putting on the bottom left are from Notebook Therapy, again from Lloyd Academia set. And I don't think you can really see what's written on it, but it's basically the days of the week. I just thought that I would add a little something to the washi tape at the bottom. And here I'm working on my book bracket of the year 2025 spread. So I won't decorate as much. I think I'll just focus more on stickers. And now let's fill in the sketches. Moving on to my next spreads, on the left page, I did the book club page because, as I mentioned in the beginning, I want to be more involved in the bookish community, and I thought that as a start, one page will be enough. And then on the right side, I have my book bingo. I did one last year, it was so much fun. And so I'm doing it again this year, but I did change a few prompts. I'll tell you the ones I put for my prompts because it can give you an idea for your own book bingo. So the first one is lilac cover. Why lilac is just because it's one of my favorite colors. So basically pick a book with your favorite color. Then new author, over 600 pages book, read a classic, a Halloween book, so a Halloween theme, poetry book, finish a series, book turned into a movie or TV show, male main character, an author that shares my name. Oh my gosh, you guys, I struggled so much last year to find a book like that, and I did find, but then I still haven't read it. So here we go again for the book bingo 2025. Then another prompt I put is magic school system, main character has a pet, Christmas book theme, one word title, pirates theme, picked because of the cover, royalty theme, standalone, continuous series, book club pick, book talk book, retelling, non-fiction, thriller, and has been on my TBR at least a year or over a year. So here are some ideas that you can use for your own book bingo. So here's my library spread. I think I have over 30 books here, around 40 maybe. And so I'm just filling in the colors and doing all the sketches. I know that I have a window sticker, so I'm looking through my sticker collection that I have. Honestly, if you could invest in a small kind of like sticker album, it will save so much time because I tended to lose some of my stickers, but now know that they're either here or in another album. Here is my wish list and TBR spread. Basically, I changed it from last year because last year what I did was pretty basic. I was writing everything down, but I quickly realized that I wasn't efficient because my wish list was changing nonstop. So were my TBRs, and I couldn't update them since it was written on my journal. That's why I decided to put 2 envelopes and just put papers inside with my TBRs and wish list so I can quickly swap them, update them, and change them. Moving on to my 2025 wrap-up spread. So this will be more like a stat spread. So I have the total books read, pages read, most read author, best reading streak, format, book ratings, most read genres, and then finally the average rating. It's my first time doing Touch doors, I'm so happy with how they turned out. It was super easy to do. You just need some scissors with some sort of shape and then use a really pretty washi tape underneath and on the side, and the result is honestly stunning and it's so much fun to do. I highly recommend doing it because it really adds that little spice to your reading journal. Here's my reading log. So I wanted a spread where I could quickly see the rating I gave a certain book, but also where I can find it in my bullet journal. And I did use some touch doors for this one, but different from the previous two, and I'm so happy with how it turned out. So here I just need to fill in the sketches and then maybe add a few stickers. On the left page, it's my rating spread, and I'm pretty proud of the rating I came up with. So for 1 star, it's "This book made me wish I had a time machine to reclaim those lost hours." For 2 stars, it's "Like navigating a labyrinth without a thread, this book leaves you in a forest of confusion." 3 stars is "Okay, I see the vision. Some moments were great, but the book didn't get a VIP spot in my heart or on my bookshelf." And then 4 stars is "This book is a cozy blanket on a chill day, comforting and definitely worth revisiting." And then finally 5 stars is "My new personality for a couple of weeks or years." And on the right side, it's my last spread for the 2025 setup. So it's called Books That Made Me. And then the prompts are question everything, laugh out loud, cry like a baby, feel less alone, think deeply, blush. So I did change this one because I realized that it was too similar to the question everything and think deeply. And then finally, I have transported you to another place, stay up all night, reading, and then want to live in. And that's all for the setup for my reading bullet journal for the year 2025. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and that it gave you some inspiration for your own bullet journal. Also, please let me know in the comments what's your favorite reading bullet journal spread. And I wish you a wonderful rest of your day and see you guys soon. Bye!